Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, the action continues. Now in the Quest Super Middleweight Division. So please put your hands together and welcome our first fighter into the arena. Tonight, into the blue corner, please welcome Guven. And now we welcome his opponent into the arena. Tonight, fighting out of the red corner and making his Quest Boxing League debut, please make some noise and welcome Charlie Pemberton. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our next bout of the evening. So introducing to you first, our first fighter tonight, standing and boxing out of the blue corner. Tonight representing Taurus PMA in Awesome. Please show your appreciation and welcome Guven. His opponent tonight standing across the ring, boxing out of the red corner. Tonight representing Hit and Lift in Chichester. Please make some noise for Charlie Pemberton. This super middleweight showdown to be fought over 3 2-minute rounds. Our referee in charge of the action, Mr. Kane Baker.
Well, here we go. We move into the super middleweight division here at the Sports Arena here in Bognor for tonight's risky business promotion. And I'm joined ringside here by Dan Woodgate for the 4th contest on tonight's bill. And Dan, we've seen some great fights so far. And here we go, another fantastic, it's Guven versus Pemberton. And both of them look very, very hungry.
Yeah, so Issa Guven, he's half Turkish, half Welsh. He's a real nice guy. I was chatting to him before the fight. He fights out of the Taurus gym over in Horsham, and he's up against a slightly more local lad, Chichester, from the Hit and Lift gym. This is his debut tonight. Both of their debuts tonight. Chatted to Charlie Pemberton before the fight, and he was saying that he used to play rugby at county level for Sussex.
Right, okay.
And I said to him, oh, you're not the biggest rugby player, and he said he's lost quite a bit of muscle to switch over to boxing.
Well, both of them have come out literally hell for leather, you know, literally both kind of almost sprinted into the centre of the ring and started throwing leather from the moment that first bell sounded. It's calmed down a little bit, but, you know, you can see there that sort of Issa Guven, he looks like he goes for every single shot. Just grabbing there a little bit there from sort of from Guven, but you know the pace has definitely slowed a little bit. I think it was you know a lot of kind of and Guven just got clipped with a huge left hook there.
Yeah, great shot. But yeah, it was an electric start, wasn't it? Both come out excitedly, I would say.
Yeah, and, nervous energy. Nice jab there from Charlie Pemberton there.
Well, Pemberton's 6'2" super middleweight. He's a big guy, and he should be using that his advantage up against.
Use of the head there from Guven. just too enthusiastic.
Yeah, he's up. Isa Guven is 6 foot, but it looks like there's a bigger difference than 2 inches, doesn't there, between the two of them? Pemberton looks quite a bit taller. It may be the way he stands quite tall, doesn't he? Whereas Isa Guven's just a bit more of a crouch fighter.
Wow, what an opening round.
Didn't take long to get going, that one, did it?
No, they talk about a feeling out process where you try and work your way into a fight, and I think that was just literally, right, we're just going to start throwing shots.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see there, for me, from watching that first round, Pemberton is quite a nice little stylish boxer. He's sort of, he's quite tall, he's rangy. And then for me, if you looked at Guven, all he wants to do is get hold of you and land big shots. Yeah. And to be fair, he did land a few in that opening kind of sort of, probably I'd say the first 30 seconds. He did catch in the corner right in front of us here ringside. He caught Pemberton with a couple of big shots. Pemberton sort of took them well, but, that he missed with quite a lot of shots as well, Guven, and I think that really does take it out of you, as you know, as a fighter. If you're swinging big shots and they're not connecting, that can really tire you quickly.
Yeah, definitely. It's when you're in your debut fights, the nervous energy takes so much out of you. I've got no doubt both of these guys are fit as fiddles, but they will be absolutely shattered.
Oh!
A real good shot there from Guven as he catches Pemberton against the rope. Pemberton just looking a little bit disorganised.
I tell you what, any one of those shots that Guven's throwing, if they catch Pemberton clean on the chin, those are knockout shots.
Yeah, real big shots. And he sets himself up for it, doesn't he? He lets these big wide shots go. And like you say, if he catches you with one of them, you're going to be in trouble. But Pemberton, for me, I think Pemberton, as he grows as a fighter, he'll slow this down a little bit. He'll start realising he's got these lovely long levers that he can use to his advantage. And he's doing it well in spits and spurs, but he's up against a real lively opponent, so I'll sort of forgive him for not just sitting back and picking his shots. But
yeah, I mean, I would say if I was sort of Pemberton's coach, I'd be sort of saying to him, listen, this kid's going to come out for the first 30 seconds. Defensively, you've got to be tight. You've got to be watertight, because that's when he's dangerous. First 30 seconds of the round, and then he's going to slow because he's going to sort of empty the tank. And I think, oh, good shot there, good left hand there from Pemberton that caught Guven. But here he comes again.
That's the thing with Guven, the way he throws his shots. He's probably not the sort of fighter you're used to sparring against, because they come from quite wide angles, and not so much wild, but they, like I say, just wide angles. There's a lot of hooks, and if you're not used to that sort of opponent, they can catch you off guard a little bit.
Yeah, and you can just see Pemberton there took quite a deep breath there in the clinch. So they're both feeling the pace in here.
Yeah, Guven looks very tired, doesn't he? Well, they both do, but
yeah, both, first time under the bright lights, debut for both of them. So, both of them same age, 20 years old, very little in it in terms of age, in terms of physicality. But again, I would definitely say that Pemberton looks the more accomplished, or, has a slightly better sort of technical understanding of boxing.
Yeah.
And Guven is just one of those guys you wouldn't want to fight, because he's just going to be in your face all night.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think this is quite a hard fight to score, because
it is very difficult.
I'm thinking back at it now, because it's been so frenetic. I haven't really been keeping sort of track on score, but they both had their successes. It's very, very tight.
Yeah, it's one of those. If you're someone that prefers an aggressive style, then you probably will lean towards Isa Guven in those opening rounds. For me, I just think I prefer what Pemberton's doing. And it's not a slight on what Isa Guven's doing. It's just what I prefer to see.
And Isa Guven got caught with a couple of good counters, because he was just so wild, and his head was down. He was throwing the shots, but Pemberton sort of moved out the way. Lovely movement, and made him pay. And this is a good start for Pemberton.
Yeah.
And then sort of the classic defend yourselves at all time. gum shields come out there, and
I think that's what threw him. His gum shield come out. I think he was looking for it in the crowd.
I think he was expecting for the ref to step in, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Breaking the play there. We needed it. This has worn me out watching this one. It's so high energy, and they're both at it, hasn't they? From the first bell, they've not had a
you can see all the marks on the back of Pemberton's sort of left shoulder there. He's got some sort of some damage, and you can see that's a massive shot there from Pemberton. Great shot, and I think sort of Guven's just fighting on instinct now. He's just fighting on trying to try and land something.
This will be when he's...
huge shots there from Pemberton.
I was going to say this is when he's got to be careful, because fighting on instinct, you leave yourself open a bit more. I think his instinct is to just go for the kill, which is going to leave you more open. But Pemberton staying a bit more composed, and as you see there, as Guven was just going to start loading up shots, he got caught with a couple. So yeah, he's got to be careful. He needs to get his gloves up.
But fair play to Guven, because he's come straight back. He shipped a few really decent shots in there. And I was half about to say to you in the commentary, I was going to say, if Pemberton just times it right and catches him again, this could be over. But credit to Guven, because he's a grandstand finish.
Absolutely fantastic from Guven, just to keep going.
And you can see there at the end of that, sort of, as he goes to his corner, he's looking to, almost sit down on the stool there, Guven, because he's given absolutely everything in that fight. Both of them have, credit to them. Both of them debutants, both 20 years of age, both never stepped foot in a boxing ring for a competitive fight before. And I've got to say, it was a great fight to watch.
I'd be very surprised if this wasn't a split decision or a majority decision, because although I think Pemberton boxed beautifully in that last round, it's been close, hasn't it, from the off?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a foregone conclusion who wins that fight. I mean, the Pemberton corner looked very confident. Nods of we've got this. And I think sort of Guven's just so tired. There's no...
Yeah. I think if I was scoring it, I would have edged it towards Pemberton.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please show your appreciation for both fighters here in the ring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards with a majority decision. Your winner of the bout, in the red corner, Charlie Pemberton.
Yeah, real good performance from both guys there. Like I say, that was a close contest. I did say I thought it would be a majority or a split, and that's exactly what it was. But I think it went the right way. I think Pemberton just done enough